You mentioned several people along here. Donnie Hall.
Yeah.
And I can think of the man that goes at the ROs.
Yeah, Burl Holler, Johnny Hill,
Yeah.
Billy Farley. They was all RO cowboys. Ricky Lowe. And,
How many of them still live? I mean, I know Johnny is, Burl is.
Donnie Hall's still alive.
Where's Donnie? Yeah.
He's done at Pittsburgh, down below Dallas.
But his boy,
Shannon?
Shannon Hall went to the world, won the world.
No, he won the futurity.
I mean the third.
The 3-year-old futurity.
Yeah.
In 1999, Shannon Hall was inducted into the NCHA Hall of Fame, National Cutting Horse Association Hall of Fame. He topped $1 million in earnings that year, and he won the futurity, all in 1999.
There's lots of horses.
Now, he grew up right down there at Antelope Flat.
Where we just come from.
Yep. He grew up right down there, and just a cowpuncher, but he got interested in cutting, and he went to work for a guy down there, Sudan, I believe the way it's pronounced, and he was working for him, and a guy in Kansas was down there visiting with this little boy, and he was watching Shannon, and he said, "Can I lease him from you?" He said, "I have some horses I need rode, and he's the one I want on." Well, it turned out that way. Shannon went to Kansas and worked for this old boy. And it wasn't long till Shannon had his own training stable in Minco, Oklahoma. And he moved from Minco to Loco, Oklahoma, bought a ranch. Right now, I don't know how big a ranch he's got. He's got a bunch of acres. And Shannon is worth a lot of money. And he done it all with his feet and fist. Horses. Riding.
And he got a daughter?
He got 3 daughters.
Okay. Didn't have no boys, got 3 daughters.
All 3 girls. And those girls are all horse hands. They're all, the 2 oldest ones, I don't know about the youngest ones, but I do know the 2 oldest ones. They're horse hands from new lady shop. Good. That proves to me that a common Pelau can make his own luck if he just get out there and work at it. And not be afraid to do something. And not be,
take some risk.
I've taken jobs that I mortally hated, but I'm glad I took them because I learned something. My kids never went hungry because I wasn't too good to get on a bulldozer. I wasn't too good to get on a tractor plowing for a farm. Windmill work, I've done that. I went to work for a windmiller. One time I worked for him for about 4 months till a ranch job come up. When you've got that kind of attitude, you can always make some money. And people will look up to you because, hey, that old boy right there will do anything that he has to do. But like right now, I've been running maintainer for the county for the last 3 weeks.
Sure enough.
Yeah. And I never was too good to do anything. I mean, I had a lot of money tied up with it. I could have been like a lot of these boys. No, I can't put my saddle on it, I ain't gonna do it. I wasn't that way. I'd get out there and get it, mix it with them. But my first love was cowboy. And I preferred that even above this booting. If I could still do it, if my health let me, I would still be doing it.
When'd you kind of retire off the horses?
When I come down to COPD,
Yeah.
when you can't get your air, you know, you gotta make adjustments. You just have to make adjustments, that's just all you want to do.
So I came back and fell back to the bootmaking kind of,
Yeah.
had to turn back on to it.
Well, yeah, see, I quit cowboying for 4 years and worked for James Owen down there.
Yeah, that's the old boot downtown.
But James was still alive. This was in 83 to 87. I worked in there, and he gave me the opportunity to really do what I do now. I always, but I made boots up till, off and on, up till, I went to work for him, and ever since then, I've always had some machinery. There was a time in my life that I wouldn't take $1 million for. And James Owens, I'm gonna tell you what, he was as good a man as ever walked the face of the earth. He was honest. He'd give you a job and he left you alone. He didn't try to tell you how to do nothing. He let you figure it out for yourself. And James was good to me. And I went to work for Bill Kraft right out of that shop.